No, right? You should also do the task. At the same time, I have given you rest assured related document. I have given you postman related document. In there also, I have given you so much details. Hmm? Still, if you people don't study, then it's not my concern. Okay, because ultimately I can take you till the interview. That's all. I cannot clear the interview. I cannot sit in your place. Okay, if that option is given, I would be happy to help. But it is not possible, right? You should read. So, what is a path parameter? So, path parameter is always associated with resource path of the web URL. With the help of path parameter, you can send the same request with different endpoints. Your endpoints keep on changing. So, let me show it to you practically. First, let me import rest assured. Okay, let me import rest assured. Make it a static import. Append dot star. Okay, step 1, create prerequisites. Step 2, send the request and validate the response. API testing means send the request, validate the response. Now observe. First, let me set my URI. Okay, localhost. Let me set the port 8084. Now, I want to send the request. Tell me how I should start. It is a GET request. Okay, the project is get single the request is get single project or delete a project or update a project. So whenever I tell update, delete or get single project, you should mandatorily understand single project means you should know the project ID. Okay, you should know any one unique data. That unique data you are going to try it here. Okay, so I'll go to given. Okay, I'll make use of given. In given, you have a method called as path param. Method name is path param. Okay, you can observe string parameter name and object parameter value. Can you tell me why the object is, the parameter value is a type object, is of type object? Why the parameter name is of type string?
I mean, that is ma'am, like JSON. That's why the
See, how it is working is you give parameter name anything. Okay, project ID, PID, anything. The value what you are trying to capture or the value what you are giving, it might be string, it might be integer, it might be an array, it might be an object. Anything it might be. Okay, so in that sense, he is telling the value can be anything. In our case, let's say, let me execute get request. One second. Let me just do get all projects. Let me run it. Observe. So this is the project ID what I want. Okay. I'm taking it. Let me come back to path parameter. It is also of data type string. So I'm giving it in double quotes. Okay. Now let me continue. Dot when dot get. So what is the endpoint now? What is the endpoint I have to give? Get single project slash
projects
project
ID.
slash project ID. So project ID, how you are going to give? See, before directly I was giving like this. Correct? No. Now I need to avoid hard coding. So what I have to do? colon in curly bracket.
Curly braces.
Correct.
Colon, curly braces.
Curly braces was in your postman. In your rest assured, no need to use colon. Directly use curly braces, single curly braces, and give the parameter name. Okay, no need to give colon here. Directly give single curly braces. In your API testing, you should understand anywhere you see get to know single curly braces, it is path parameter. Okay, mandatorily you can understand that it is path parameter. Say for example, go to your Swagger. See, project ID is a path parameter here. That is how you should understand. If you come to employee controller, see, username is a path parameter. Employee ID is a path parameter. So anywhere if you see single curly braces, if you expand, you will be giving it as path. So you should understand it as a path parameter. Okay, in error controller there are no path parameters. Even here there are no path parameters. Anything written in single curly braces is a path parameter. Parameter name is your wish. Any name you can give. Let me provide assert. Assert that dot. Okay, what is expected status for code for get method? Expected status code for get method.
200.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am. 200 for.
Yes, ma'am.
Log dot all. Okay, let me run it. See, I'm getting it. Only this related project. This action can be anything. Okay, now instead of get, let me use, okay, delete. Okay, let me use delete. What is expected status code?
204.
204. Run it. See, project is deleted. You got the status code. Okay, path parameter is same. Okay, anywhere you go, this is how you are going to use path parameter. You can use it for any action. Doesn't matter. Is it clear how to use path parameter? This is a syntax. Okay, method name is path param. It is going to accept two values, two arguments. One is the parameter name, another one is the parameter value. The advantage is you can come and make changes here. No need to touch the URL. Once it is written, no need to touch the URL. Okay, take a picture of it. Done. Now let me go to query parameter. I'll finish parameters. Then you can practice for some time. Then we'll go for request chaining. Okay. Okay. Query parameter. So let me create the test. Public void query parameter. Okay. So query parameter, let me first import test result. Make it as a static import. Dot star. Okay. So step 1, create prerequisites. Step 2, send request and validate the response. So for query parameter, I'll be using request.in. Okay, request.in. This is an open source API is available. Okay, are you able to see here? Users, question mark, page 2. So this is my base URI. Okay, here in the address bar, whatever you are getting, that is your base URI. So let me set it. Okay, base URI. You can either give slash here or you can give it at the end. So there is no port number. Okay, observe, he is not specifying any port number, so no need to give port number. It is a get request, and this is the endpoint. We copy it, come back here. So let me send the request. Whenever you want to give any parameter, it is considered as prerequisite itself. So you should start from given. It is a precondition. So method name is query param. Okay, even here this condition is same. Two arguments it is going to accept. One is the parameter name, another one is the parameter value. Name should be always a string, value can be anything. So it is coming from request specification. Okay, use it. So parameter name and parameter value. Observe the request and tell me what is parameter name and what is parameter value.
Ma'am, page is request to is value.
Page is name. Okay, let me get page. What is the value?
2.
2. 2
Two,
is
ma'am.
the value. Now observe. This is the parameter I have set. Now let me go to when. Okay, when. So what is the HTTP method I have to use here? Look here. Get is highlighted. List of users. So it is the method. What is the endpoint? What is endpoint? This is your endpoint. Dash API / users. Should I have to use question mark or anything? Not required. No. Not required. It is going to directly take it. If you are writing question mark, after your resource path, he is only directly append the query parameter.
Ma'am, it is the same like key and value pair, right? Page will
Yes,
be
it is same like key and value pair. Key should be always a string. Value can be anything.
okay.
Okay, same key and value pair. But instead of we giving the key is equal to value, your rest assured is doing that.
Ma'am, it is like the query para will get executed after that get request, right? After the API user, and that automatically it will mark question mark.
Yes, automatically after users, he is going to put question mark and he is going to use this key
And
is equal to value. Same format he is going to append. That is why this query parameter is an abstract method. Please look here, guys. You all the parameters, path parameter or query parameter, they are all abstract method. Okay, how they work is we don't know the internal logic how they have been designed. Okay, we just know how to use them. That's all. Is it clear? So you are just giving values to it or arguments to it. With these arguments, they are going to append the parameters with the help of with your URL. Okay, assert that dot status code. So status code is 200 log dot all. Let me run it. Okay, are you able to see here? Only page 2 details. So 200 is the status code. Only page 2 details have been displayed. Okay, so you can change the value to 3. Run it. Look here, only page 3 details have been set. Okay, in the URL, I mean in your Swagger document itself, they would have given whether it is query parameter or not. Okay, path parameter, you if you see resource path, you will understand. But for query parameter, you should expand. Okay, you should check. Are you able to see here? Query. This is how it is going to be mentioned. Okay, no doubt here it is mentioned, but this query parameter is not working. There is a bug. That's why I have taken the example of request. Okay, he's telling you designation is a query parameter here. So with the help of your Swagger also you can identify. Is it clear? Query parameter. Take a picture of this.
Ma'am,
Done? Yeah.
ma'am, basically we are doing CRUD operation through REST with the help of REST assured.
Yes.
Right, sir. Ma'am, we can delete and patch code also.
Yeah, anything that is present in your Swagger you can perform with the help of rest assured. See, completely API testing means CRUD operation only. To make that CRUD operation easier, we have parameters, we have response validation, okay, we have different ways to post. Ultimately, you are doing CRUD operation only. Anywhere you go down the line, API testing means performing CRUD operations itself. Okay, maybe to validate the responses, you are using different types of validations like JSON path. Maybe to send a proper request, you are going to use different ways to post a request, parameters. Okay, to chain two requests, you are using request chaining. To provide authentication, you are using authentication. All these internally are helpful to do the CRUD operation. API testing means the primary way is to do CRUD operation, basic.
Okay. Ma'am.
Okay, you have to do CRUD operation. These things are just helping to do you CRUD operation. That's all. These things will help you to do CRUD operation. CRUD is basic. That's why I taught you first CRUD operation because you should get hold. CRUD operation, how you should know is what is the action it is performing, what is the HTTP method, and what is the expected status code. These three things should be in the tip of your tongue. And all these, maybe your parameters, your request chaining, your authentication, all these are advanced level of performing CRUD. Okay, making use of different code, making or optimizing your URLs. Okay, optimizing your request. To do that, you are using this one. That's it. Apart from that, basically you are doing CRUD operation itself. Okay, so what is the last parameter we have?
Form.
Okay, form parameter. So basically observe query parameter is associated with query string. So it is used to execute the same request with different search criteria. So this is a sample code for query parameter. So form parameter means associated with the request body or form data. So same request with different form data you are going to use, form parameter. Okay, let me show it to you. Let me create a test method. Form parameter. Okay, this is also one of the other ways to post a request. Okay, rest assured. Static append dot star. Observe. Create.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, like a data provider, if we are storing different data in MS Excel sheet and we are executing with the help of this, is it possible? Like we are running for loop and different values from that Excel sheet will get executed.
Yeah, you can. Okay, write a generic method to read data from Excel sheet into your data provider. Use that method.
Fine.
Okay. Maybe afternoon we'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, afternoon we'll do it. When you are doing your advanced Selenium, have you written a method to feed directly into the data provider in your Excel sheet? Read data from Excel sheet.
No.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You would have written read data from Excel sheet.
Yes, ma'am.
But have you written a method whose return type is two-dimensional object array? Excel in the Excel utility itself, you will write a method. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have written. Okay, fine. We'll do it again. If you have doubts, we'll do it again. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. How come girls are telling no, boys are telling yes? Okay, we'll do it. So observe. Let me set the base URI. Okay. So let me set the port. Observe. So form parameter. Anywhere you heard the name parameter, you should start with even. There is a method called as form param. Okay, parameter name and parameter value. So what should be the name? What should be the name?
Key and value.
Name should be, okay, name should be the data what you are trying to pass, created by. Similarly, one more data set, dot form outcome. Okay, let me provide the value. Okay, form parameter. So what is the another data? Project name. So project name can be SDET. Again, I have another data called as status. Status is created. Or again give form parameter. So name is name size. What is the value? Value can be anything. So this completely makes your given. Okay, any number of data you have, you can give it in the form of here. And here, okay, so you can give dynamic data, okay, but it is difficult to give objects. Okay, if you want to give object or if you want to give array, then you have to create it previously, then you have to give the reference. Okay, so in that way you can make use of it. Let me give the value when dot, let me do post operation. So endpoint is add object dot then provide insertion. What is the expected status code?
201.
201
201.
log dot dot. Okay, so let me execute it. It is not going to execute, but still this is one of the ways you can post it. Okay, so okay, observe here. I'll tell you why it is not executing. Let me just remove this assertion statement. Are you able to see here? Status code is 500. Okay, not supported. That means this particular project does not support form parameter. So you can ask me one more question. How do I get to know whether it supports form parameter or not? Okay, let me go to pet store just to show you how the document will be. I think in your Postman document I have given how it will be present. Okay, let me show it to you. Query string. See, query string is given as query. Usually form data itself, I mean post request itself, you have to verify. See, it will be given as form data. In your Swagger document, anywhere if you see form data, that means it will support form parameter. So you can easily use this. Wherever you see path, it means it supports path parameter. Wherever you see query, that means it supports query parameter. With the help of Swagger only, you can understand what is the status, why it is not happening. Okay, so this is how you are going to use form parameter. Take a picture of this. Okay, so we had different ways to post a request. I had created a class, but I had not created the test. So here I'm going to fill it. Public void hello. Yeah, morning. Okay, so this is one of the ways to create your uh, data, to create a project with the help of multiple parameters. Okay, so take a picture of it. And yeah, I forgot, I should set content type for this. Don't forget, a content type dot json. Whatever you use, you should set the content type for this. Is it clear? Okay, so practice all the parameters. I'll give you 10 minutes of time.
अनुभव माइक ऑफ करो.
Okay, guys, completed. Lot of calls I'm getting for your resumes. Okay, lot of calls. So high time. Requirements are moving ahead. So you people have to buck up. Okay, conceptually, technically, whatever it is, you should buck up. Is it done? Yeah. Okay, observe. I have an example. Okay, from GitHub. Okay, the same example you can try it. So username is your GitHub username. So this everything is same. Just copy and try to analyze the code. Okay, I have set the base URI api.com. Why I have given this example is in the same given option, you can set path parameter as well as query parameter. See, I have used one path parameter for username. Okay, this is my endpoint. And I have used query parameter. Okay, two query parameters I'm going to use. Okay, so if you ask me how this URL will be, okay, if you ask me, let me go to pane. Okay, repos question mark per underscore page is equal to some value ampersand pages is equal to some value. So this is how it is going to append your request. See, you can use both query parameter as well as form parameter for the same request. Okay, this is an example which you can try it. Okay, which you can try it. Okay, so is it clear? Okay, please try it. Try it later. Is it clear? Shall I proceed?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
To update the project using path parameter, do we need to create the object as we did in BDD approach?
Yeah, see, data, passing the data remains same. Whatever you use. With given, with your request data. Okay, let's say here I have created some JSON object or hash map. With path parameter, you pass this. And in your request, you pass PID. That's all. Okay, data creation remains same. You use Pojo class, you use hash map, you use JSON object, anything. Data creation has nothing to do with path parameter. Or if you are using form parameter, no need to create the data. Okay, you are passing the data with the help of form parameter. Okay, data has nothing to do with this. Is it clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody? Okay, now we'll move ahead to request chaining. So let me create another package. Okay, let me create another package. Package name, let me give it as request chaining. In reality, package names will be your module names. The reason why I'm giving conceptually is whenever you are reading for your interview, it should be easy. Okay, so observe request chaining, create project, and get the project. So basically, can you tell me what is request chaining now? What do you mean by request chaining?
Getting the response from the.
What do you mean by request chaining? You know the answer. Frame it. See, capturing the data from one response and providing it as a parameter or as a value or as an input to another request is called as request chaining. With the help of request chaining, it will avoid the dependencies with existing data. For every dependent request like get, put, patch, delete, we can create the data using post and then we can perform the required action. Simple terms, if I have to tell what is request chaining means, chaining multiple requests. Okay, chaining multiple requests so that dependency with existing data is avoided. If you want to perform delete operation, don't directly delete it, create and delete so that your script will never fail because of the existing data. If you want to do get single project, Create and then get. If you want to update it, create first, then update the same thing. Okay, never use existing data. See, for example, I have used, okay, I have used this is existing data. Who is that joining now? Okay, see, I have used existing data. No doubt you have used it, you are working, it is working fine for this particular script. But maybe after couple of days, okay, maybe someone else is also having the access to your framework. So what if he deleted your project? If he deletes this project, obviously your script will be will be failed. Whose mistake is it? Is it your mistake or is it his mistake? It is his wish, right? He can take any data. It is open for all the test engineers. So we should be intelligent, we should not depend on the existing data. Okay, in that sense, we are going to perform request chaining. Let me show it to you first how to perform request chaining. At the rate test public void create and get. Okay, if I have to perform create operation and get operation, please tell me how many APIs I have to chain here. How many APIs I have to chain? How many APIs? Observe. I'll go to project controller. Okay. Create will happen with this API. Get single project will happen with this API. How many APIs I'm chaining together in a single request? Create this API, get this API. Okay. Two APIs I'm going to chain here. Observe in the same request. Step number 1. Create prerequisites for post. Okay. Step number 2. Send the post request. Okay. Step number 3. Capture the project ID. Why I should capture project ID? Why I should capture project ID? Who will tell you capture project ID only? Look here. Okay, so if you want to perform get single project, he is asking project ID is needed. So you have to use project ID. So capture the project ID, okay, by writing JSON path. After it is captured, send the get request, okay, with project ID. Okay, these are the 4 steps when you are performing request chaining. In your Postman, what happened is 2 separate requests were there. You were creating dependency between them. But here, no need to go for 2 methods. In a single method, you can handle everything. In single script, in single test method, you are sending or you are having 2 requests for which you are creating a dependency. Observe. For data, first let me use, okay, shall I create? Okay, okay, fine. I have imported a structure now. Okay, let us see. Oh, not required. Observe. Okay, port. Now I need need to send the request. So to send the request, my prerequisite is I'll be using Pojo class to create my data is equal to new of Pojo created by, okay, let me give some name, project name. So let me give okay Amdocs status created, team size, let me give it as 12. Okay, you can use random number also for this. Let us say java.util package random is equal to new of random. Okay, I have created an object, so let me append it here, ran dot, okay, next int of 100. Okay, you can append it here also. Okay, so once your data is created, come back, send the request with the help of given. Okay, for given, let me set the body. Okay, object type plib, let me set the content type. Okay, set the content type dot json. Okay, observe, first let me send the request when dot post. What is the endpoint for post? Add project. Add project. Okay, observe, I'm not doing anything, let me just log it. Okay, first every time when you are creating your you know request chaining or anything, when you want to capture the response, first make sure you are logging it. Only then you will understand how the response body is there, what it is getting you, what it is giving you. Everything you're going to understand when you send the request. Okay, so first log it, it's a good practice. See, I have logged, project is successfully added. Now tell me, in this bunch, what is the data you have to capture?
Project ID.
Project ID.
I
Project
should
ID.
capture project
ID.
ID.
Project ID,
So
man.
I'm clear about it. Now what I will do, I will remove this then. I don't want to validate. I will put a semicolon. Once I put a semicolon, I will capture this in a variable.
Response.
Okay, return type is response. Okay, I'm just pushing aside so that you will get to know. Okay, I'm capturing response. Now to this response, what I have to do, all the things whatever you have studied till now, response dot
JSON
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 path
path.
dot get.
dot
Get.
get, pass the path here. Okay, pass the path here. What is this? What it is going to return you?
String.
Okay, I'll take it as check ID. Okay,
String.
anything, variable name can be anything.
String.
Change it to string. If you want the confirmation, you can just print it. Okay, I'm just printing the project ID. Now let me send the request. See, project ID is captured and we are printing. So, 3 steps are clear. So, I'm sending a project, I'm creating the project. After creation, I am also capturing the project ID. Now, what I have to do? I need to use this project ID in another request. For that, what I will do, again, I will start with given. Wherever you start with given, that means you should understand it is a second request. Given, let me use path parameter. Okay, parameter mean you can give anything. What is the parameter value? Or else, first shall I show without
Project
parameter?
ID.
First shall I show without parameter? Observe. First, if I'm not using path parameter, then start with when only dot get, please observe, slash projects slash. Now, how do I append this project ID? It's a variable, right? Directly use concatenation operator, append it. Okay. Directly you can use then dot log dot all. So let me assert it. Then assert that. Tell me what is the expected status code. What I should assert here?
200.
200 or 201?
200.
Why 200?
The last is, ma'am, we are get request, ma'am.
I'm asserting get request. I'm not asserting post request. Okay. Now let me save it. Now let me run it. Observe first project ID. Okay, 10404 is captured. 200. This is a get response. Okay, see, project ID, project name, team size, created by, created on, status. Okay, it is creating and then it is getting. One way is directly append the variable. Okay, you can append the variable. It is going to take. Another way is, let me comment it. Another way is with the help of path parameter. Okay, with the help of path parameter, let me use path parameter. Okay, dot path param. Let me give parameter name as PID. And what is the value?
Project ID.
Value is project ID. Don't give it in double quotes. If you give it in double quotes, it is considered as string. I don't want the project ID to be a string. I want the value inside this variable. Okay. Then put a dot here. Observe dot get. Okay. Endpoint is slash projects slash inside curly braces. What I have to do?
PID.
PID parameter name. Let me save it and let me send it. See, 10405 is the project ID captured, created, and then I'm doing the get operation of it. Is it clear? Is it clear? Two ways. Either you use path parameter or you directly use the variable. Two ways are also right. Take a picture of this.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, it is like if we are writing in one script the post method, and in another script we are writing get method. So the advantage is here that we can optimize both by writing it on only one single script.
I don't tell it is optimization. Why? It is right. Whatever you are telling, it is right. But what we are doing here is, whenever you run the script 100 times, 100 times also it will be passed. It will not fail because of the data. Okay. Previously, how you are doing get single project is you were hard coding this project ID. Correct? No, you are taking already existing data. So we never know, that data might be deleted. You only might have used it for delete somewhere. So we cannot rely on existing data. So we have to create the data every time you run it. Okay, because these are all will be going for regression testing. So maybe you would have created the request maybe around 4 to 5 months back. You are running it after 5 to 6 months. Still your data should be present. And always remember, when you are going for a new build, okay, every time you get a new build, completely old data will be erased. Okay, then they are going to give you the build. It's like a new software you are installing in your system. So at that time, if you rely on existing data in the database also will be empty. Your application status also will be empty. So your scripts will fail because of that. So always a good practice is create the prerequisite, preconditions you create, and then you execute the test. Here our agenda is get single project. The precondition for get single project is post. Agenda is delete a project. Precondition for delete project is create the project. Okay, so with the help of rest assured, you are automating the preconditions also. Okay,
Got
is it clear? Got it. Okay, good. Take a picture of this, guys. Take a picture. Okay, now take down the task. Okay, task is create a project. Okay, get the project in console. Okay, delete the project created. Okay, delete the project created. This is one task. Another task is create a project with status created. The status should be created. Then update the project for status ongoing. Okay, then get the project in console, and finally delete the project. First, tell me in this particular task how many APIs you are going to chain.
3.
Three. You are going to chain 3 APIs. One API for post, another API for get, another API for delete. Similarly, in the next task, how many APIs you are going to chain?
4.
One first API is post, another API is put, get, and delete. Okay. So the order of APIs should be same. Correct? Say for example, while performing the action, I did post first, then I did delete, then I have done get. Do you think this will execute, this will pass, or this will fail?
Fail.
This will 100% fail. Because you have posted and you have deleted. After deleting, it will not get the project. It will never get it. So this order we call it as, okay, this order, maintaining the order, we call it as API call sequencing. Okay, we call it as what? API call sequencing. Each of this API is taken as a different call. So which API after which API you should decide, that we call it as call sequencing. Trust me, this is one of the biggest challenges what API testers will face. Why? Because as per my scenario, we have only 4 APIs. Imagine only 4 APIs I'm sequencing. You can have 10 APIs in sequence. You can have 15 APIs in sequence, depending on your requirement. If it is end-to-end scenarios, you might have to sequence multiple modules also. Okay, so this is the task. So first execute this. This is one basic sample. After this, write step for everything. It will be clear. Even when you read it after some 5-10 days also, you should remember it. Okay, so after this, finish these 2 tasks. Task is clear first of all. Task,
Yes, ma'am.
do this task correctly. No need to read request chaining again. It is fixed. You know the concept. Okay, so what we are going to do is complete the task, and later we will start with authentication. Only authentication is remaining. Okay, so we'll go with authentication and we'll do the framework in the afternoon. Okay, now it is 12:40. Take a break until 2. Okay, sharp by 2 to 15 we'll start the session. Again, I'm going to create a separate Google Meet link and I'm going to share it with you. So just join with that link. Okay, join with that link. So by that time, I want you to be completed with this task. Before taking a break, finish it and then take the break. Is it clear? So that you will be perfect in that. No need to read it again. Okay. Post lunch, we will do authentication for around half an hour or 1 hour. Then we'll go with framework design. Okay, so that will be the last portion of your rest assured. Okay. Okay, fine. So have you taken the picture? Have you taken the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So fine, guys. Take a picture of your task also. Again, don't tell me, ma'am, I forgot. Take a picture of this also. Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine, guys. So we'll catch up at 2 or 2:15. I'll drop a link in the group. Okay. By that time, I want the task to be completed. Okay. Take a break.
लिए तुम्हारा कह दूँगी, आपके लिए तुम्हारा कह दूँगी, ठीक नहीं, हो नहीं पाया। फायदा ही नहीं है लेकिन सवा एक और आधा तो लग जाएगा। क्या कर रहा है? मैसेज डाल रहा है?